The African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, adopted in 2018, seeks to establish a single continental market for goods and services with free movement of business persons and investments. It is expected to be effected this year, as a number of countries have already ratified it. President Geingob, alongside counterparts from Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Zambia and Eswatini and Lesotho, unpacked the benefits of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement.
Africa is on the march. This free trade area is not a new thing. Let's go back first. And since you're a storyteller, let me also tell a story about Africa's movement. Starting with formation of AU, there were two views, basically. President Kwame Nkrumah's and President Nyerere's view. President Nyerere's view prevailed that we must first have regional integration, harmonize our administration, all the things before we can talk about continental Africa. We have now these regional RECs that we have. We harmonize our activities in SADC, ECOWAS, and it's a logical conclusion now to come to free trade, a continental free trade area. But it's not yet operational. It's not yet also ratified by many countries. It will be operational very soon, so we cannot again judge it. But what it means is that for small countries like Namibia, unity is very important. If Africa can always speak with one voice, that way we'll make impact.
But the maximum benefits of the agreement, some African leaders argue, would be derived only with the private sector on board.
Our economies are at different levels of development, modernization or industrialization. But it is necessary that if we are together, we can help each other develop and modernize our economies.
So we as African leaders are resolved on that score. Locally, I know that some of us will meet challenges because of the uncertainty of the future, but I can only urge all of us to put our heads together, shoulder to shoulder, and soldier on, because that's the way the potential that lies in Africa can be unlocked.
We are meeting with the Americans to see how America and Africa working together can develop a very strong industrial sector in all the different kinds of sectors which are there.
Meanwhile, the U.S. private sector is seeking to take advantage of the agreement as its implementation is imminent. The Deputy Secretary of U.S. Department of Commerce, Karen Kelly, told participants that her country's goal is to increase two-way trade.
The goal of Prosper Africa is really quite simple. We seek to substantially increase two-way trade and investment between the United States and Africa.
U.S. imports from Africa, she says, have decreased by about 32% since 2014. Kelly attributed the decline to a number of factors, including cost of doing business, non-competitive policies, and inadequate infrastructure in some African countries. She says the U.S. government aims to synchronize the capabilities of U.S. trade agencies, just as the African governments are trying to do with the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. Blanche Correses, NBC News.